I was making this fire beat the other day. And when I was making this beat, I had a revelation. Pretty much, I just realized to make this beat significantly better, I just had to dumb it down. When I started making this beat, it was way too busy. So if you want to make better beats, you need to understand how to keep it simple, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. What I've been doing is starting out with my 808 lately, and a big reason for this is because your 808 is still melodic, but it's very limiting. You can only really play one note at a time with your 808. Like, you're setting not only the rhythm, but also the absolute basis for the melody. So if this sucks, you're toast, it's done. Let's just make it bouncy. Also, crazy life hack. If you want to like make your 808 kind of hit, boost it tiniest bit, 2%. That's all we need. 2% milk up in here, and then turn up the EQ knob. I feel like I'm going to be doing a little too much. There's also the wrong 808 sound for this. This 808's always good. If you have a long 808 and a really fast BPM, shorten it. Yeah, that's the bounce right there. Now I got my absolute rhythmic bass. I want to find kind of where I want to fit this melodically though. That sounds good. I'm good. I'm very happy with that, to be honest with you. By the way, all the drum sounds I'm using are from my Overglue trap bundle. This is some crazy sauce. This is like a secret I'm not supposed to tell you, but make 2 hi-hats, right? So grab your first hi-hat pattern, make something kind of like with a weird bounce. Super important to play around with the pitch a little bit, give it some flavor. Right? Pick a different hi-hat sound. Fill each 2 steps, track it, because you want to keep organized. And then with the 2-step hi-hat and the other hi-hat playing together, it's going to create a really cool and interesting sounding bounce. Now I kind of have the majority of my bounce going. I want to sprinkle in some more though. Ooh. Yo, if you want to make better beats, you kind of got to be a little bit more critical on yourself. Like, I find a lot of producers, they feel like they are the shit. But in reality, sometimes you got to accept that you make garbage beats. All right, I got my drums. We don't need much more. Like, I kind of already got this full. I'm liking the bounce. Let's dive into some melodic stuff, right? But we don't want to overthink anything. Right now, my chords are kind of just going like 1/6, or my bass notes, I guess I should say. I really want to have something that kind of feels powerful, so I'm going to use the power chords. So what you want to do is just kind of lay down some chords. Basic, you don't need to do too much with it. By the way, I've got a video all about chords up above. Now, since this is actually the 6th chord, what I want to do is maybe just do it like this, because I want to have it be a little bit more dark and dissonant. So I've got my chords up here. I'm going to take kind of these 2 notes, and I'm going to use this as the basis for some kind of melody. So I got like this general idea. Technically this kind of carries over and actually it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep this really basic pattern. I'm going to copy it over. I'm gonna mix it up here and there, and then we're going to have something a little bit more unique. I feel like I gotta restructure this. Like, this feels like it's structured wrong. And this is what I mean. You gotta sometimes just like, right? Like, I'm not overthinking it from the standpoint of I need to remake the whole thing. I'm thinking of it more so like, okay, I kind of like what I have here. I like what I have here. I just need to move stuff around. the instrument, this is gonna sound a lot better because FL keys does not sound good. Three clicks. I went through like 3 total sounds. I found one I really like, and I just kind of want to build on it a bit, just like sure up that harmony I got going on. You don't want to overthink things, and mixing is the exact same thing. Like if you overthink mixing, you're doing something terribly wrong. You hear something bad, EQ it out. So I'm hearing some low end. I don't really want that much low end. Just because the low end doesn't sound the greatest. Bam, you cut it out, easy, 1, 2, that's it. I feel like this sounds good. Although something's wrong with the key. Maybe we go down low key, because the C sharp minor was, oh, yo, I'm in D sharp minor. What? Since when, bro? Now I really got something I'm liking, something kind of dark, something spooky. I need to add in a little bit more, because this is not really a complete melody. But what I want to add in more is nothing crazy, like just a little, like I've got the main melody is what I'm trying to say, and everything else should kind of build around that and accent it. This is what I want to do. I need to humanize this because it's a real instrument, and like it would sound cooler if it was realistically played. That's what people tell me online. I'm gonna bring down the velocity because I want it to kind of sound like someone's like playing it a little bit more light. And kind of to give it a little bit more of like a weird kind of vibe, I want to give it a little bit more of a wobble. Now this sounds reverbed enough, so I don't want to add reverb to the piano. Now idea number 2, I want to really kind of go with this dark vibe I've got going. I'm liking it. What I want to do is I kind of want to add a little bit more bounce to the melody, because the melody's got some, but it's lacking. You just have the chords and you're just switching between the suspended second and the minor version of the chord. And we can just keep cooking with that. And we go down to the 6th, right? Watch. We take this, bam. Now I dropped this tip in another video recently, which you can check out up above. But if you want to glue your melody together, make it sound more cohesive, more professional, put a compressor on it, and tweak the gain.